So we have a really, really interesting collection update for today, but before I move on to the main event, let me get one just random item out of the way. I picked up a box for my copy of Alone in the Dark for the 3DO, and so now the only unboxed 3DO game I have left to purchase a box for is Alone in the Dark 2. So that's cool, just get that out of the way, and I'm glad I have the box for this now, because now we actually have a description of the game. So there's the long box for Alone in the Dark. And now let's move on to the main event. You remember a while back whenever I did a video for the Tiger R Zone and how I said I thought that it was possibly the shittiest thing that I've reviewed yet, right? It probably still is, but I think this may be tied for it in the absolute most, like, fucking dumb-ass, stupid, idiotic console ever to exist. No shit. And I got the thing complete. Now check this shit out. What if I were to tell you not only did I get the system complete in the box, but I also got every single game in the entire system's library? That's a pretty big achievement, right? Not whenever the system only had 5 games released. I'm sorry, I got 4 of them. I have 4 out of the 5 games that were ever released for this console. That's how bad it plummeted whenever it was released. 5 games before it failed. So what could this mythical system be? This, my friends, is the motherfucking Action Max. Let me just move the camera back so you can kind of take it all in here. You got a kid sitting in front of the TV pointing like a light gun at it. Oh yeah, and did I mention this is a light gun only based system? Action Max, the first real action game system. Yeah, let's just take it all in. Oh-ho. And look how much fun this family looks like they're having. They're like, yeah, Action Max. Action to the max. Okay, and now the back of it. Yeah. Okay. So, I'll read off the box and everything in a bit, but let me get all the parts out of the way. So there's the box for it. Here's the games. Fucking VHS tapes, son. Oh my god. It doesn't get much shittier than that. VHS tape fucking games. I mean, and they look weird too. Okay? So, here they are. 4 of the 5 games that were ever released for the system. Now what's this? We got this like weird cable that like has a plug that turns into like 2 plugs and then turns into this cable which also has like another like headphone jack looking plug on the end of it. What's what's that, you know? And then like, what's this? A traffic light with like a suction cup on the back of it, and it ends in like a headphone jack too. The fuck is that? And now we got some serious shit right here. Yeah, fucking look at that. That's pretty dope. Sucks though because the trigger gets stuck every time I have to do that. So when I want to shoot with them, I have to be like, rapid fire, yeah, yeah. Boom. Okay. Now what's this? Some like extremely low grade, shitty quality headphones. So, I guess if you want to play the game with headphones, here they are, right? What's that for, huh? There's the most perplexing part of the whole thing. The fucking system. Yeah, that's weird looking, isn't it? What we have here, like a couple of like dials and like a few switches. There's like some jacks on the front and then some more jacks on the back of it and like a little LCD counter. Like, what is this thing? This isn't very interesting, but it even has the foam insert that everything goes in. That's how complete this shit is. Here we have the user manual, and here we have the read this now, score more later. And like, it's all these like retro instructions, so go ahead and settle in, guys, because I'm about to cover all this shit. This is going to be a little bit of a long video, but it's going to be an interesting one too. So, to begin, let's just pretend, you know, we're the average consumer, and we see this thing sitting on the shelf. What can we expect? Well, on the front it says Sonic Fury, full-length video game inside, all live-action footage with stereo sound. Okay, and then it says, contains one bass unit, stereo headphones, score signal, game pistol, and Sonic Fury VHS game video for ages 8 and up. Okay. So now let's look on this side, with the family that looks like they're having fun, and it says, welcome to the ultimate dimension in action games. This is not two-dimensional computer graphics. This is real. Oh, this is real. The Action Max game system lets you compete in the world of live-action VHS movies. So that's what it says on that side. Let's come to the other side now, and it says, game videos. The thrills and challenges of the Action Max game system don't let up. There's a growing selection of action-packed Action Max game videos to choose from, such as 38 Ambush Alley, 38 Ambush Alley. Sharpen your reflexes as you experience real police training, the action movies from the police academy to the streets. Identify armed lawbreakers from innocent bystanders and be quick to react. The Rescue of Pops Ghostly. My favorite one. This is the one that drew me to the system. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Expect the unexpected. Steady your aim as you help Pops rid his house of the most haunting creatures you'll ever meet. AKA motherfucking puppets hanging on strings. That's bone-chilling, man. And we have Hydro Sub 2021. Fire at underwater enemies of the future as you travel into uncharted waters. Surface, and you'll encounter incredible aircraft of the 21st century. Hydro Sub 2021. Also, here's Sonic Fury. The only game that I'm not lacking is, it's called Blue Thunder, and I haven't seen it for sale, so, you know, whatever. So now let's look on the back of the box, and it says, the base unit is a sleek. Seriously? You call this shit sleek? So I'm just going to kind of like hold it up here, and let's see if this really describes it or not. The base unit is a sleek central unit which connects you to the action. Simple controls let you change gameplay, dial up the volume, and keep track of the scores for 2 players. Whoa, man. Up next, they actually talked about these shitty fucking headphones. And it says, stereo headphones put you in the middle of the action. Not only will you hear the stereo soundtrack and characters talking to you, you'll also hear the firing of your game pistol, target hit, and shot ricochets. The game pistol is specially designed for fast action target skills. The optical sensor, which is this thing, it fucking suction cups onto your TV screen, might I add. Registers shots with precision and is capable of instant fire to challenge your reflexes. Set the score signal flashes you score a hit. Oh, it flashes every time you score a hit. Oh my god. Okay. So, there's all of that. Now, oh, let me tell you something hilarious, okay? You notice how on this side it says, there's a growing selection of action-packed video games for this. Growing. Notice, in this little pamphlet here, which we're going to move to next, there's a place where you can actually tally up your score for, like, your top scores, and guess what? Notice it shows 6 games there. Yeah, Fright Night never was released. They knew this thing was going to fail. They didn't write any of their other games down here. They left your room in case they ever came out with them, but they didn't. And so this says, read this now and score more later. Important information inside. Make it easy on yourself to score more points. Follow the simple steps inside before playing your Action Max game. Okay, so if we open this up, we have these just awful, old school, like, drawings in here. And it says, Step 1. Increase the accuracy of your Action Max system by adjusting the brightness control on your TV. Use the star pattern at the beginning of the Sonic Fury game to adjust. This adjustment should also improve regular TV viewing. 2. Watch the TV adjustment test at the beginning of Sonic Fury. It's important that you place the suction cup of your score signal in the middle of the black spot on the lower right corner of your screen. 3. During the TV adjustment, test on Sonic Fury, set your base unit for the reflex game, and adjust the contrast on your TV if necessary. 4. Like on a real shooting range, you should squeeze the trigger of your game pistol, keeping the barrel steady. Well, guess what? That's not going to be very easy for me now, is it, motherfuckers? Step 5. Before target practice, set the distance control pointer at the plus sign on your base unit. This is correct when you are sitting 4 to 10 feet away from your TV. Fine-tune this adjustment while sighting your game pistol in target practice, if necessary. When you are playing closer to the TV, you may have to turn your dial down towards minus. When you are playing farther away from the TV, your dial may have to be turned towards plus. You just said that. It is very difficult to score if you are too close, so keep your game pistol at least 18 inches away from the TV screen. Step 6. Get familiar with your Action Max game pistol sighting during target practice. Aim and fire at the center and size of the flashing target and find out how to aim and where you score a hit. Oh my god. And so there's that. Here we have the user manual, and I'm just going to breeze through this real quickly. We have what's included, overview, getting started, how to play, what to do if, do's and don'ts, and FCC compliance. Alright, so, yeah, whatever. Now, here's the interesting thing. Many people, myself included, thought, and you may think as well, that this thing can house the VHS tape. You know, this is the console. It looks like you could possibly open it from the top and set a VHS tape right in there, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It doesn't. You have to still use a VCR to play this. So let me explain how completely fucking stupid this is. Here's the way it works, okay? You take your VCR, you hook it up to your TV. You take your Action Max, and you hook up, the audio for some reason from the VCR to this thing, and then from this thing to the headphones. Why you can't just let it go through the screen, like, you know, the speakers on your TV, I don't fucking know. So you got that hooked up now. Okay, so still, how is this a video game? Well, enemies pop up on the screen, and they have little white dots on them, okay? Much like how the Nintendo NES Zapper or any other light gun for that matter works. The little diode in there can sense that white light, that little white spot on the enemies, and every time you shoot one of the white dots, it keeps track of it right here. But the VHS tape is completely separate because it's going through the VCR. So honestly, the way this thing works, you can just sit there and never fire your gun one time, and the tape will still go through and play through, and they'll probably still congratulate you at the end of the tape and being like, thanks for saving us, man. The story will play out regardless of how bad or how good you do. You're just trying to keep score, and then you just share the scores with your buddy and see who got the best score. It's like Atari. All this is an overblown fucking scorekeeping system that counts how many times the little pistol gets pointed at the white dot with the trigger pulled. That's all it does. And it has to have this stupid thing to sense it. At least the NES Zapper didn't have to have anything, but this thing fucking sucks. So, what do you have? You have this thing, You have it plugged in here, and it goes to the VCR. Then you have another thing coming off of it, stuck to the TV screen. You have this fucking headphones here, and it's everything sitting up on there. And then you got your fucking pistol, and you're capping motherfuckers in the ass. And what does it all equal up to is a fucking pile of shit. It's the stupidest idea, and that's why only 5 games were ever released for the system in the first place. So, I know you guys are probably dying to see some gameplay. I won't lie to you. I do not feel like pulling out my old VCR and getting all this shit hooked up and make a video right now. I will do it in the future. I promise. Cross my heart and hope to die. Fucking stick a needle in my eye after I play this stupid shit. And, but just in case you guys are curious as to how action-packed this thing is, here's a little preview for you guys.
Prepare for action.
Word. Wasn't that fucking awesome? No, it wasn't. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been one of the most obscure, strange video consoles known to fucking man, the Action Max. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.